Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me see what we got going on here. Welcome, Pika. Ooh, baby hairs are flying everywhere. Welcome. 911 is down for your whole state. Are you serious? Oh my God, that's not good. What's going on? Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. Let me let the people know that we are live. I'm going to do a little intro that gives me some time to get everything ready. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all are hitting the like button so we can get started. And let's go with the intro right here. And here we go, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me tell you guys something. I mean, literally, I'm on my second cup and I'm editing videos, and I wanted to go live to just have a little chat with you guys about what's been going on in the news and everything that's been breaking. So we are going to get started right away. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all are hitting the like button, please, and thank you. If you're from the replay, please note that I put timestamps on these videos so y'all can go directly to where you want to go. All right. Shout out to everybody. I know, right? Rose Gold, tell them to hit the like button. By the way, shout out to the people that are watching us from Twitter. We got several watchers over there on Twitter. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for supporting and watching and doing all that good stuff on Twitterland. All right. Let's get it together. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you. Let's get it together. I want us to get started, and we're not really going to get into, I've already done a video on this, so I don't know why this is back on my agenda, but the YouTuber ImAllexx, some of you guys have left me some really interesting comments about what's been going on with that creator. All right. Creator has millions of subscribers. He basically got exposed by a girlfriend. I did a video on it yesterday. Definitely recommend y'all watch it. But it seems to be the talk on Twitter and the talk of the town still as far as what's been happening. Now, I will say this. After posting that video that I did yesterday on it, I feel like, you know, there isn't a whole lot of context given to what she exposed. So what she did is she created a Google Docs, and then she put all this information about ImAllexx in there. And I mean, it's very disturbing. First of all, I don't care if he knows he was filmed or not. The way you talk to, the way he was talking to her right there was not cool, not okay. And please note that I do give you the biggest trigger warning if you're watching that. Let me tell you all what video if you want to watch it. And it's so severe that It's this video right here, y'all. It's so severe that my video literally, I mean, I don't even think it's going to get monetized, but immediately it was tagged. So if this is the video y'all want to watch, this is it. Celebrity YouTuber ImAllexx exposed for horrible treatment. This is what the thumbnail looks like for those that are wondering. Definitely concerning. It's horrific. And I have a lot of questions. And this guy's from the UK, so I don't really know what the laws or rules or anything are as far as that goes over there. So I'm just like, I really hope that he gets reported, or maybe he has been reported. Because what she's alleging is pretty severe. It's pretty severe. Shout out to everybody. Are y'all hot? You said you're boiling in the Northeast. Not boiling bunnies, but boiling CK, right? Oh my God. But that's as much as I wanted to go into as far as this topic right here. I did add in the Google Docs link to that video. Go check out that video if you want to find out more about that story. It is, like I said, trigger warning. It's a very sad story. And I would, just be mindful. Okay. It's very triggering. Let's get it together because we got to talk about Riley Strain. Shout out to everybody in the chat that's coming through. Now, this is what came in today in the morning. Okay. You guys know that this is a story we've been covering on and off about this missing young man who was a student, went to Nashville, Tennessee. Allegedly, well, I don't even want to say allegedly, he had a lot of drinks and there was a lot of speculation about him going missing. They couldn't find him. They found him in the water, like away. And there was just like a buildup on YouTube about this story in the true crime sector specifically. You guys remember this story? Let me know in the chat if y'all remember. Welcome everybody that's coming through. Thank you. Hey Joe, welcome everybody. Everybody's melting. Possibly trouble. It's always hot in Arizona. Isn't it always hot in Arizona? Always. Let me give the people some time to get in here. You guys remember this specific story? You remember? Okay, Persephone says she remembers, right? Young man, okay, partying, doing the spring break thing. That's what you do. He's over there with, frat brothers, and it was like a convention center or something, like something that they had to do with the frats, right? With the frat brothers. And they left him alone. The footage was sad. There was footage that police released. There were conspiracy theories that came out of there. There was just so much that was coming out of this situation. So we finally got the autopsy results, okay? And this has been the thing that everybody's been talking about. What will it reveal? Foul play, not foul play. So let's get into this article. Riley Strain's cause of death revealed, reports. The body of missing 22-year-old student from the University of Missouri was recovered on March 22nd. A cause of, Lord, we will get to you, Justin. Get out of my screen. A cause of death for Missouri college student Riley has been revealed nearly 3 months after he was found dead, according to multiple reports. So Riley's cause of death was listed as drowning and ethyl, is it ethyl? I know how to say that word, intoxication, according to an autopsy report obtained by TMZ and NBC affiliates. His matter of death was listed as accidental, and the report noted there was no signs of significant trauma per the outlet. Okay. So there was so much speculation about his death, and I could understand it. Ethanol, thank you. I just had it was ethanol intoxication, okay? And for those that don't know what that is, that would be what, alcohol, basically? Your alcohol? Let me know. Family felt like it was foul play. Like nothing made sense, right? And I can understand where this might have been like an issue and everything. But I guess I'm a little lost because it's like we kind of knew that. Like, even shout out to Chico. Chico was saying, listen, that people fall into this river. So he was found in this river, right? people fall into this river right in that area all the time. People go missing. I mean, while they were looking for Riley, there were other folks that they were looking for too, actively, that were going missing, that were falling in this damn river. So the river thing isn't, I don't know, like, it definitely possible. You said possibly trouble. Some people did say that it looked like he was drugged. Like what he was taking wasn't something that, like, what if somebody put some drinks in there or something in his drink that would have made him so coherent? You remember that one video where he's literally walking next to the cop and he's like, "How are you doing?" And the cop was checking the cars, right? Because he was responding to a call. There was that too. And people speculated from that. I mean, it was just a lot of speculation from that. And, I think that got to be able to measure that. What does that look like? What does that mean? Where do we go from here? This is what happened. No trauma. Yep, you said, yep, they sure do. The downtown area in Nashville, tons of bars and drinkers walking around the Cumberland River is right there. Kind of like downtown Memphis and the MS River. The cops left him. He was clearly intoxicated. I don't know if he like I'm gonna tell you this. I saw the video Brown Spotted Eagle. This is just my opinion. I saw the video multiple times where he's just walking by and he said hello to the cop. I don't think he looked clearly intoxicated. I think he just looks like somebody that was walking by saying hello to the cop. That's my thought on that. I don't feel like, and I don't want to make more of a situation, because I mean the family got the answers that they wanted. They wanted a second autopsy and they got it, right? So you do have to kind of wonder, like, where do we go from here? For such a young person that has massive volumes of booze, it makes you wonder if did he want to, was he drinking this much amount of alcohol? Ethanol is a form of alcohol used to increase the alcohol content of organically produced alcoholic beverages. Interesting. You've been waiting? Well, no worries. We just started, okay? So what we were just reading this article that basically said Strand Riley's cause of death was listed as drowning and ethanol intoxication. According to an autopsy report obtained, so TMZ got the autopsy report and NBC affiliates. His manner of death was listed as accidental, and the report noted that there was no signs of significant trauma per the outlet. Additionally, the report found that Strain had alcohol content of 0.228. 0.228. What is a 0.228, y'all? So his alcohol level was 0.228. I mean, what does that mean? Like, clearly he can't drive, right? And I say that because I've never, I've never had a breathalyzer. Thank God. Thank God. But I'm just saying, like, what does that mean? That makes me think they were drinking moonshine. Tennessee. So is that the level? You know what it makes me think of? Have you guys ever heard of kava? Let me know if you guys know what kava is, because that's more of an islander thing, and I'm more familiar with that than I am familiar with anything else. Jordy T says they have pulled 2 bodies out of the river since the search. People fall more than some think. Yeah, Jordy T. Like, remember when we were talking about the story and we were looking at this, and there were like actual bodies that were like falling. I think it was like a total of 3 people. So Flossie says 0.8 is the legal limit. So he was over the limit. But he didn't look that intoxicated when he was like walking by. You remember that footage where he's walking by and the officer, he was falling when he hurt himself. He definitely, that's like 3 times over the limit. So if 0.08 is the legal limit, his is 0.228. That's over. He didn't know what he was doing. How did he get to that point, though? Did he get multiple drinks in one place? And functional alcoholic well. Gotcha. Look at Flossie with the direct stats. Rabbit, he was 2.85 times the legal limit. Lord have mercy. So in drinks, You said 3 times the limit? Okay, in drinks, how many drinks? I mean, but then again, knowing his measurements. Just because you don't look like it doesn't mean that you're not. That's very true. That's very true. And somebody said in here that they felt like maybe it was moonshine. Did they drink before he went out? Like, it just kind of makes you wonder, right, Beetle? It is a bit crazy. You said, isn't it like sugar cane? Hold up. Becky says, isn't it like sugar cane type of alcohol? I remember my mom putting 420 in it to rub it in their bag, not drinking it. Sugar cane, I remember sugar cane alcohol too. I don't know. I feel it's like pure alcohol, right? That's a high BAC, says that Ellen. So you said it's about 8 drinks? That's about 8 drinks. He wasn't walking straight. He wasn't, y'all. He was stumbling. Remember, he was running, and then people were like, he's running away from something. Cajun Juju says she thinks it's moonshine. Dag says real shine can be anywhere between 20% to 99% alcohol. You never know. Yeah, because who measures, right? Selena Fan Para Siempre says the bar or bars he visited may have some culpability by over-serving someone visibly intoxicated. See, that's the piece. He might have blacked out and then ended up in the river, you guys. That could have happened too. Gotcha. Look, Flossie says that's 2.85 times the legal limit. A BAC of 3 to 4, a BAC of 0.3 to 0.4 is a high risk for alcohol poisoning. Ooh, someone did say in the beginning they had a bag of Jello shots with them. There you go. So you said Tennessee says 0.22 or 22 takes about 10 drinks for a 160-pound person. Interesting. So a thermic, is that how you say that? A thermic shock and a combo of alcohol can give you more alcohol in the blood. Now let me finish reading this. All right, because there's more to this article that's being said. Said people have reached out to the office of the state chief's medical examiners, as previously reported ABC affiliate. On March 23rd, the Metro Nashville Police Department characterized Riley's death as accidental and said there was no evidence of foul play according to a preliminary autopsy. Riley, 22, was last seen with friends on March 8th after he was asked to leave a country music star bar, Luke Bryant's, if you guys remember that, bar restaurant in Nashville, according to a statement from the TC Restaurant Group, which oversees the establishment that was previously obtained by People. Okay. Before his disappearance, Riley, a University of Missouri student, traveled to Tennessee with the Delta fraternity brothers for the group's yearly spring formal. So this is what his stepfather had told People, right, at that time. Sometime before 8 p.m. on the night he went missing, Riley FaceTimed his mother from a different bar. And remember, he was like text messaging. Who was it? Was it his girlfriend that he was text messaging to as well? Yeah, I remember that. And it was like the girlfriend was talking about how the messages were very, very odd. Totally not like Riley. So keep that in mind. So sometime before 8 p.m. on the night he went missing, he did the FaceTime with the mom. And he added the family didn't realize anything was wrong until his wife got a call from the frat brothers the following morning. I was literally getting ready to tee off on the golf course when my wife called me, and I turned around and loaded all my stuff off the golf cart and told my friends that I was sorry I had to leave. So authorities shared surveillance footage on March 12th of Riley appearing to stumble as he was crossing the street. A local smoke and vape shop surveillance footage shared with the local TV station showed that Riley on the other street on March 8th that evening. 2 weeks later, March 22nd, the Nashville Police Department announced that Riley's body was recovered. Now, they also, before this, it was gibberish text messages, but before this, y'all remember when they found was it his credit card or debit card? Was it the TikTokers that found all the stuff? That's the other one too. The TikTokers found all the credit card and stuff, and they said something about that. That kind of led to the whole foul play story as well. So keep that in mind. Okay, so no foul play. So 2 weeks later, March 22nd, the Nashville Police Department announced that Riley's body was recovered from the Cumberland River, 8 miles from downtown Nashville. No foul play related trauma was observed and autopsy is pending. That's what they said then. So where do we go from here, y'all? How does the family, like, where are they at? Nearly 2 months after Riley's step-parents accepted this diploma for the University of Missouri, Riley's name was the first to be announced at the ceremony on May 11th with the graduating class. What I also heard, and let me go back a little bit because I think TMZ reported this as well. What I heard was that, was it THC that they found too? I don't want to make this up, so I'm going to go straight to the source. So subsequent death captured the nation's attention, and now we finally know how he died. We've obtained his autopsy report. According to docs, Riley's official cause of death is listed as drowning, and the ethanol intoxication with the matter cited as accidental. There's more info here as well, including what his BAC was when his body was examined. Okay, we've already said it. It was a 0.228. One other thing that his family might be interested in, the autopsy report notes there was no evidence of significant trauma to his body. There are traces of THC found in his system as well. See, I knew I saw that somewhere. So in addition to, if this is correct, y'all, in addition to the alcohol, the 0.0 or the 0.228, he also had THC. I mean, did he smoke one before? It's some edibles. You do have to kind of wonder. You said, unfortunately, there's only one way this family can heal. They have to accept that it was a terrible accident fueled by his own young and dumb decisions. And, nobody was there with them. I mean, they left him alone too, and these are all young, stupid 20-year-olds, keep that in mind. GHB kicks within 20 to 15 minutes. Don't know if that would have made it as far as his TBH. Yeah, you can't do that. But I don't think Cajun Juju, I don't think this is an overdose, right? Like, I think he just drowned. Like, he was drunk. He probably didn't even know he was in the river, or maybe he fell in the river. Because, like, y'all remember, Jordy T just said it. While we were reporting on Riley, he was literally, there were like 2 bodies being pulled from the water, like every time. Yeah, Lamb. So we don't know if the THC he took it that night or he took it some other time. They said no sign of significant trauma, but what about light trauma? I don't know. That's a great question. As opposed to what though? Like, what would light trauma look like? Like, what do you mean? Like, if his body was carried by the current, I'm assuming he's hitting rocks, he's hitting like certain things like that. Oh, see, iCats, everybody wants to ask this question. Did he have water in the lungs? They said he drowned. So does that mean he had water in the lungs? I like feel weird even answering that question because of like the Kylie Rodney stuff, y'all. Like, that's a great question, but let's see. I mean, this is what TMZ said. So the doc also goes on to point out that Riley's body was found in the Cumberland River there in Nashville, and he was discovered by an employee at a concrete plant on March 22nd. Okay. This brings much needed closure for his grieving family after months of searching for answers over his untimely end. Now, TMZ, this is why you're trash, okay? Because I don't know how you're going to write out, this is going to bring closure. You don't determine that. The family determines what's going to bring closure to them. This might not bring closure to them. This is why TMZ is trash. I don't know who wrote this article. As we reported, the college student was found dead in the Nashville's Cumberland River 2 weeks after he vanished, having been kicked out of Luke's 32 Bridge, a bar owned by Luke Bryant. Okay. And we saw that video where he appeared very intoxicated. He was very intoxicated. As you know, questions were raised over the nature of Riley's death because he didn't have his cowboy boots, pants, or wallet. He had his shirt. Y'all remember that one lady who said that they saw the shirt and we were like, how? Like, what? And everybody caught up on that. And it was just a lot of speculation that was going around that. Remember that? Yeah. Hey, Panko. Hey, everybody. So he had decomposed to the point where they wouldn't really have water in his lungs. I don't know. It's a great question. Yes. Thank you, Pika, for putting that trigger warning. I heard it was a dry drowning, which makes no sense, but apparently you can drown without liquid in your lungs. Yeah, Shell, I've heard of that too. Yeah. So his cowboy boots, pants, or wallet on his body was pulled from the river. Everything he was wearing on the night he vanished, according to a family spokesperson, except for the shirt. He was wearing the shirt. See, this is what drives me crazy about this reporting. Riley's parents even speculated in April's interview his drinks may have been spiked. You know, hey, Liz, getting booze in the throat from throwing up. Peachy Becky says, there is no closure, even when they don't know. Yeah, they know who did it and why. I know my brother was murdered. It's just it's a new way of living. Yeah, there's never going to be any closure. Like, this is why I'm like, I don't think this is going to be closure for this family. They did go on news stations saying that they felt like he might have been spiked, like something might have been spiked in his drink, or I mean, it was a lot of speculation, but keep that in mind. On top of that, a preliminary report confirmed the absence of water in his lungs. There you go, ICAT. You were asking that. A preliminary report confirmed the absence of water in his lungs, fueling concerns he might have already been dead before hitting the water, casting doubt on the initial assumption he drowned. Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, right. I wonder why these kids don't get alcohol poisoning. Look, let me just say this. I don't know about you guys, and I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Okay, if you got kids, and I'm telling my kids this because I grew up from the, like, your friend is drunk, you don't leave until you either go together, leave together, and if somebody pours something, like if you don't leave your drinks exposed and you do the oops, I dropped my drink type of situation, right? But even like when you're intoxicated, no. We go on together. Okay, you go to jail, I go to jail with you. That type of, that's the ideology, right? Not like that, but you know what I mean. Like, we ride together. Okay, we are together. So it drives me crazy that Riley was by himself while 50 of his frat brothers were together. But see, Diana, here's the deal though. Like, sometimes alcohol can make you stupid. And the way I've always seen that, see, I've been in situations where, my friend is too drunk, so I'm not going to drink. I'm just going to let my friend be. But I got my friends back. Then I've been the one that's been too drunk, and my friends don't drink to let me drink. And that's what they do. We do that. The world has changed. I will say that, Lamb. I'm out here and I thought this was taking the orange juice. Well, this is what I'm saying. It's like, that's what you do with friends. You don't leave each other, like, especially if we're in a different country. Oh no, I'm not leaving you by yourself. I don't care if I have to drag you or if I have to, like, it's not going to happen. But it just makes me wonder, like, for this younger generation that's going to college and, experimenting with all kinds of stuff. Are you guys just doing your thing? Like, you're not, like, having each other's backs? I don't know. That's it. And not to place blame on anybody. Does it? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still getting used to this shit. I got to get my arm. I got to order it at some point. And not to place blame on anybody, but that's just, please note that. You teach your children that. That's right. That's right. You got to help out. You got to get people home. That's what I'm saying, Panko. It's like a big group. They have to be like, you ride together. That's what you do. Really, Jordy? Jordy says, I'm 37 and I've come to realize a lot of men weren't taught that growing up about come together and leave together. Is it a male thing? That's interesting. Huh. That's interesting. Very interesting. So that was a preliminary report on the lungs without water, fueling concerns about whether he was dead before he hit the water. Okay. Unsatisfied with the findings, Riley's parents took matters into their own hands and ordered a second private autopsy from an independent company. And here's hoping the official results can bring them closure they seek. So Riley was only 22, y'all. Only 22 when he passed. And that's unfortunate because, like I said, that's young. That's young. You know, he was just starting out in his life and whatnot. All right, y'all. We got to drag another celebrity over here. We got to drag another celebrity. Okay, you guys ready for this one? Back to TMZ. Back to TMZ. Man, I did talk a little bit about that this morning. I dropped a little quick video because I heard the breaking news that Justin Timberlake can't seem to order an Uber, that he can't seem to get a Lyft, that, you know, he just doesn't think that the rules apply to him. Can y'all explain that to me? For those JT supporters, what do you think he was thinking? Now, the reason why I think it's very much well-deserved dragged is because throughout the time that this young man has been famous, I feel like everybody's been giving him an excuse, right? You said JT is a D-bag. A T-bag or a D-bag? Which one is it? T-bag or a D-bag? Where do we start? Where do we start with this? You know, I remember Justin, when he broke up with Britney Spears, people gave him a pass. People made Justin the victim. All he had to do was write a song. What goes around comes around, goes around, comes around. Yeah, that's what they did, right? That's what they did. Is he a T-bag or a D-bag? Which one? Lord have mercy. Okay, here we go. They gave him a pass. Like, everybody believed that Justin Timberlake is this wholesome Crimea River, can do no wrong. Britney Spears is the Delulu one over there, dancing and prancing and turning around. Is Britney. And Justin can do no wrong. No, I don't. No, I don't, Funko. But that's cute. You said GT was hurt? How? You really believe that? I mean, he really shaped that narrative. Let me just say that. Let me tell you why I knew JT was full of shit. Let me tell you why. And even though Janet Jackson has moved on from this, she doesn't even like people talking about this. I'm going to bring this up because I think it's important as an outsider viewer, totally not part of the Hollyweird group, right? When the whole Super Bowl incident happened, right? I remember that. I was watching the Super Bowl. I don't like football, but I love watching the halftime shows just to see who's going to perform, right? And he did the whole thing where it was like a wardrobe malfunction, right? That whole situation was a huge thing. Wardrobe malfunction. It's all Janet Jackson's fault. It was all Janet Jackson's fault. The whole media shaped it. She had a hard time recovering from that. She's recovered, but she's had a hard time recovering from that while he went about winning Grammys and awards and making music. And then there was a song that he was on stage and he was mixing the lyrics to a song. And I still have the video somewhere. I'm gonna have to find it. But he talked about how he intentionally like he was proud of what he did of basically exposing this woman the way that she did. She definitely paid the price. Thank you, CK, for the $4.99. Shout out to you. She paid the price. And so for me, it's ever since then, the way he acted, the cockiness, everything that came out of that. And it's unfortunate because he's a very talented guy. I just felt like this guy is just so unrelatable to anybody and nobody could direct him or say anything. And he's given a lot of, people have given him his flowers in so many ways, but I just didn't like the way he acted from that incident. And then even after the Britney breakup, like that was just too much, Yeah, he has thank you. So at the end of the day, I just want to know, you have so much money. See, that's the thing. It's like the people with the most money have the least common sense. And they're intoxicated too. So, I mean, there's that too. This happens to everybody too, right? Money or no money. Anybody can get behind the wheel and, cause an accident, drink and drive. This happens to a lot of folks. But for me, I definitely have to say something about this guy because this wasn't necessary. And now people are speculating that he's got a problem. He's got a problem. He should have been canceled a long time ago, but that's just my little voice. That's just my thought. Justin Timberlake arrested in New York for DWI. New photos of jail release. Look at him with this Mr. Rogers sweater. By the way, I have a lot of Mr. Rogers sweaters. And I have to, I told y'all I'm in the process of moving, so I'm going through my closet. But look at this Mr. Rogers sweater. Is it a sweater? Is it a shirt? Let me know. Yeah, Jordy T, but that's what we've built up, right? That's what we've built up. Not Justin Drinkerlake. Oh, God. You just gave him a whole different last name. Yeah, it looks like they gave some woman a sweater. Even like a woman's sweater. They're trying to hide his identity. His name is not Justin Timberlake. It's Drinkerlake. You think so? Rachel, you feel bad for Jessica Biel? Justin Drunkenlake? Oh, gee. I don't know. But let me just say this. I don't think he cares. I think he cares more about his world tour that he's about to do. But anyways, TMZ has obtained the police report tied to Justin Timberlake's arrest. And the cops spell out exactly what they say they saw while Justin was on the road. Per the doc, the Sag Harbor police says they first spotted Justin after he blew past a stop sign a little more than half a mile away from the American Hotel. All right. So he was at the hotel and he blew up. He didn't even stop at a stop sign. Right? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. They don't have like taxis, Ubers, or anything like that he could have taken. He didn't have to drive, right? Where was he going to? And this was in the morning too, you guys. So was he drinking? And please don't make the excuse that this is the Father's Day weekend. No, we're not on the weekend anymore. That was Sunday. It's not Father's Day on Tuesday. Because I know I'm going to get some of his supporters over here. And you guys are going to talk a lot of mouth in the comments. And I'm just going to tell you, do not excuse this man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm saying don't do it because it is going to happen. I already know. I already see it. Okay, let's keep reading. Here we go. So he left. So he leaves the American Hotel where he left a get-together with friends. Cops say that that's when they started following Justin, at which point they claim he failed to stay in a straight line on the road. tailing him for about another half a mile before they finally hit the lights. Justin was eventually pulled over at an intersection, which is in a residential area, mind you. And at that point, cops say they suspected that he was under the influence. The signs that the cops cited for their determination: bloodshot, glassy eyes, a strong odor of alcohol beverage coming from his breath, unable to divide attention, slowed speech, unsteady of foot. And cops go on to say that he performed poorly on all field sobriety tests. One last thing. Cops claim Justin said, I had one martini and I followed my friends home. Wait a minute. He had one martini? One martini? Listen, one martini is not going to do that to you. It just is not going to do that to you. You said, but he had like $16. Was he drinking somebody else's drinks? This was in the morning, you guys. He said he was following friends. What friends? The friends were at the gathering. He said, I only had one martini. Oh my God. To a certain degree, Dag, I think to a certain degree, maybe. You know, how big was the glass? Well, a martini glass is, I don't know. If he said martini, I'm thinking of a martini glass, right? That's a good question, though. Like a small martini, big martini. A giant gulp martini, one martini is not going to do that to you. Now, if one martini does that to you, then you definitely got a problem. Then you are a super lightweight liar. Like, yes. Like, you need, like, don't. This is too much. This is too much. Ooh, Lexi Texi says, why you put the pill down, Lexi? What do you think it is? Okay. So at 8:44 a.m., TMZ has obtained new photos of Justin leaving the police station there in Sag Harbor. And from the looks of it, JT is pretty relaxed considering everything he went through. Because he's still fucking drunk, probably. Right? Is he drunk still? I mean, what you mean? There's JT right here and possibly a lawyer. Let me make myself smaller. One photo shows Justin walking by a police cruiser and he's rocking a casual fit, a baseball cap and shades. And on the face of it, there's no outward distress in his demeanor. Another photo shows JT and his attorney apparently leaving the courthouse through what looks to be the back garage of some sort. You can see his lawyer holding a briefcase and leading Justin out of the building upon his release. 7:15 p.m. Justin was just arraigned and released without bail. Excuse me, not PM, AM. So Justin was just arraigned and released without bail. He has been charged with one count of DWI and cited for running a stop sign and failure to keep in his lane. The next court date is July 26. He's being repped by criminal defense lawyer Ed Burke Jr. As for the traffic stop, law enforcement sources tell TMZ cops observed Justin's glassy-eyed, and they say they smell alcohol in his breath. They say he failed the field sobriety test when asked to do a one-legged stand and walk and turn. They did so is there going to be a body cam footage for this? Yes, Greg. Shout out to Greg. Has it been released, Chico? Hold up. I keep going back, y'all. Sorry, I don't mean to go back. They released the mugs already? Justin Timberlake mugs. Mug shot. I know you lying. Oh my God, his eyes look so glassy. You cannot tell me this is one martini. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let's see if I can blow it up. Look at these glassy eyes. I want to see the body cam footage. I do. What in the yo? Y'all see these eyes? Let me see if I can get like a bigger eye picture. I mean, literally, what was this guy thinking? Oh, Lord. No. Yeah, that's as big as I can get it. Oh my, he looks yes, he does. Look at this. I don't know. He only said, yeah, well, this one martini is what one martini does to you. He can't. You say you always prefer JC. K Taylor's like, listen, I prefer the other guy. Mm. What do you guys think? You look at his eyes. You could smell his breath from there. Kim, stop it. Sarah, shout out to Sarah. Were you watching it? Thank you, Sarah. What'd you think of my commentary? Shout out to you. Make sure you guys watch my last drop. It was very interesting to do. Chat says it was a bottomless martini with what? With the bottomless fries and the bottomless wings. Whoo-wee. Reminds me of my happy hour days. Come on now. Look at this. Like, look at his eyes. Oh my God. Oh no. You said he's making you guys look bad. Oh my God. This is what truth looks like. I hope he looks at this picture and says, "What the fuck was I thinking?" But I don't think he will, because he's so not about that. He just isn't. All right. This is just too much. But see, but I'm a lightweight too now. I wasn't in my 20s, but I'm telling you, my eyes after one drink they're not going to look like this. They're not going to look like this. See, he does have like the very glassy eyes. I like the edibles too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm an edible kind of girl. I'm not I don't like smoking. That shit makes well. But when I used to, that would be my thing. Back in the day. Back in the day. So no, he said his pupils look like reptilians. Oh my God. No. Hey, Last Ronin. Yeah, my eyes don't. I mean, an edible don't make your eyes like that. This looks weird. This doesn't even look like. Are you sure it's just alcohol? I feel like it might be something else going on here. Which, by the way, and on a serious note, I think it's I let me just say, I have family and friends that have been victims of drunk drivers. It is really irresponsible and really stupid for him to have done that. No amount, whether it's Justin Timberlake or whoever the hell it is. But let me just put this out here. It is very irresponsible and very stupid for him to have done that. And I think that he needs to be penalized to the fullest, to the highest. And for those that are minimizing that shit and say, no, he's one of the good guys, I don't care. So good guys can get in trouble too. Everybody gets in trouble. And I mean, if that was me, I would have been in handcuffs. So no, I'm glad that he's in trouble and he's caught up. And whether it's a DUI, a DWI, a DWAI, there's so many DUI types. Good. This was a really irresponsible thing for him to do. And I'm glad that the officers followed as much as they did. People kill people when they are stupid. And this could have been a different story if you guys think about it. This could have been somebody that was killed, or he could have killed himself. This could have been a different ending to this story. So the fact that he's your favorite celebrity, I do not care. I do not care. But yeah, and shout out to the photographer with the mugshot, because like he really got those peoples really, really good. I mean, that's some mugshot skills right there. No joke. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He went in there and he's like, let me make sure. Can you look straight? And it's like, all right. Let's keep going. So he failed a sobriety test, which consisted to do a one-leg stand and a walk and turn. Now, let me tell you something. My balance is off. Even if I wasn't sober, I don't think I could do a one-legged stand. Maybe I could, and then walk and turn. I could walk and turn, but like what would that look like? Not like the stinking leg, right? Like not like that. This would be something different. Just wondering. At about 6:38 a.m., sources connected to law enforcement tell TMZ Justin was at the American Hotel partying, and almost immediately after he left and began driving, we're told he blew a stop sign. Cops saw, and that's when they began to follow him. We're told Justin began swerving, and cops pulled him over. I need a drink. So much reading. I said the stinking leg. That's not part of the DUI, not the bent and snap. That's not part of the sobriety test. The bend and snap, the bunny hop, the stinking leg, that's not part of the sobriety test. Yo, you guys remember, speaking of which, there is this viral TikTok video. I'm gonna have to play it. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. There's a viral TikTok video where a cop is doing a sobriety test with a guy, and they're doing dance steps, and it's like he fails the sobriety test. You guys remember that? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to find it. Cop and drunk dance. Oh yes, it is. It's got to be that one. Y'all remember that one? I thought this was a fake, but I guess it's a real. It's the drunk catwalk. Yeah. Hold up. Is that real? Is that real? Let me just stop right there. That was great. That was great. Yeah. Anyways, I'm glad I made some of you guys laugh. So, all right. Let me stop. Get a drink of water, coffee. So our sources say cop performed a field sobriety test and asked Justin to take a breathalyzer test, but he refused. Now let me ask y'all a question. Like, if you refuse to, in some counties and states, if you refuse to take a breathalyzer test, isn't that like automatically you get suspended with your license or whatever? Something like that. I thought that was the deal. Now, is that for every state? Let me know. Does anybody know this? If you don't take a breathalyzer when a cop pulls you over, don't you get like your stuff suspended? Yeah, you lose your license just for refusing that. So I don't know if it applies to where this happened, but I am kind of wondering. Huh. All right. So, also told several of Justin's friends came on the scene and tried to convince the cops to cut him a break, but they refused. Get the friends came to the scene. Arrest the damn friends for being idiots too. The friends came to the scene and were like, please go easy on him. He's a celebrity. He'll give you an autograph. Are you fucking kidding me? Who are the friends? I want to find out who the friends are so we can blast and expose their asses. That's what we need to do. Because had he killed himself or somebody else, are they also going to be in the scene talking about please? We're also told that several Justin's friends came on scene and tried to convince cops to cut him a break. Get out of here. That is some BS. Those are enablers. Those are enablers. Really? I wonder if he took it at the station then. That's a great question. But those are enablers, y'all. Are you kidding me? So let me ask you guys a question. Kate Taylor's like, listen, y'all, I'm still stuck. I'm stuck on the step, bump, 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 step, bump, bump, bump. I'm glad I made you laugh. I need to see the body cam footage because I want to put the friends on blast. I really do. Really, really do. I'm curious. And I'm wondering about this whole situation now at this point. So his friends came in there and tried to convince cops to cut him a break, but they refused. Justin was handcuffed and arrested, and we're told it's all on body cam footage. Hurry up, TMZ, get that body cam footage ASAP. Right now. You should have gotten it right now because you guys are always on it. I cannot wait to see that body cam footage. Cannot wait. Justin got lipped up by the cops in New York and was taken into custody for a DWI TMZ has learned. Okay, I think that was from the prior article. Wow. And that was that. And by the way, they reached out to him for no comment. There's no comment yet. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Britney slipped on dog poop in the dining room and sprained an ankle. LOL. I mean, people are really like they really go on Britney. Well, what about this guy? Are we gonna be dragging this guy too? Hey, can we drag this guy too and the friends? I'm waiting for the body cam footage. Do you think he did the hip bump hit bump on the sobriety test? Let me know. Let me know. Just wondering. Us normal people would be arrested too if we tried to intervene into a friend's arrest. That's what I'm saying. Why didn't they arrest those people? Why didn't they arrest those people? Arrest them. Because if you do intervene with somebody, you're supposed to be quiet. You're supposed to sit down and not say nothing. That's what you do. You walk away. You don't like when somebody's arrested. I mean, unless you're gonna be, with them together, you have to kind of wonder what's going on. But you're right, that Ellen. Some of us would be arrested. I know. I figured I was a joke. Y'all told me. I thought it was hilarious, so I'm not gonna lie. Thought it was real at one point. He did dance. He showed us yesterday. Oh my god. Oh, and don't forget, we would be hit with $10,000 fines for the first offense. That's right. That's right. We would be in debt forever. Forever. Oh, no, I got to follow up the missus. I'll be following up on that. I have been so busy, but I'll follow up on that. Okay? Thank you for the heads up. There's a set of rules for celebrities, and then there's rules for the rest of us. That's right. His eyes look like he might have been crying. I don't think so. Cry me a river. Hold up. Let me see if I can pull it again. I don't know. Maybe he was doing the hip bump or something. Look at that. His eyes. Yo, I can't get over his eyes. Like, does he see this? I don't know. Oh, yeah. And then they put a breathalyzer to start your damn car. That's a good point. Great point. Anyways. All right, y'all. I have to head out because I got to go tend to baby bunny. Y'all, let me know your thoughts in the comments while we were reviewing this. I'm still editing. I got to edit the Ariana Grande video. I'm still working on that, but working on that and working on some other things at the same time. So I've been really busy. Shout out to the, what is it? Almost 200 people on Twitter that are watching us. Thank you guys for watching us. 220 people and over 300 people over here. Shout out to you guys. I gotta go because I gotta go tend to baby bunny, but I will see you guys on the next one. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great one.